Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi everyone. My name is Angel. I am out here in Jamaica at Breathless Resort. And I have just been sitting around and thinking about my life and how things. Oh, and your name is Jenny? and he's cutting the grass and the leaves and the trees, bushes down over there where I'm at. But I was making a video because I was just thinking about my life and how things used to be. You know, everybody keep talking about, like I heard on the Ricky Smiley show where Gary with the T was saying that all of the stars now have made it because they were poor and homeless and lived in cars. But then you forget about the little people like me. Well, no, I never lived in a car, but I lived in a hotel on the streets with my mom. And so, you know, sometimes people say that because of the way I live, that I think I'm better than people. Some people is grateful, and I appreciate that, because through God's grace and mercy, it was all given to me. But they forget that everybody has a story. They forget that when we came up, things were totally different from how they are today. My grandmother, you know, she took part in raising me, which she was cruel. She was horrible. My husband feels sorry for me because he says that I went through a lot. But I try to let him know that my struggle is my strength. I am who I am because of what I went through. People need to realize you got to go through to get a breakthrough. And I did. You know, but what I want to talk about today is how this new generation has no customer service whatsoever. You know, and him being here in Jamaica, where there's a lot of youth who have the customer service jobs, the serving and the bartending and things of that nature. They are so polite and they make you feel so special. You know, it's nice to appreciate the fact that you paid all this money, that somebody respects you. And our children who were brought up to me with a silver spoon in their mouth, you know, they're not rich, but they didn't have to work as hard as my generation. They don't understand. But here in Jamaica or any other country where you go and the youth or young generation are doing the customer service work, you figure out that, well, where did they get this from? I said, y'all have a good system in place. But it's not the system that's in place. It's the home training. It's how you raise your kids to be respectful and mindful of others. You know, I try to do that with my boys. Tell them to use ma'am or sir or Mrs. or Mr. to always address people accordingly. Like the new generation, you know, they just believe that they can just do and say whatever they want to say. It don't matter who's around. They just disrespectful. I hate it. I'm so ashamed of my country and our youth.